So here's a video explaining what took place yesterday on the 12th of May 2021 of Hidden Money Village and IEG, showing and demonstrating the power of what they're building on these two platforms that these CEOs are coming with. Basically, Seth was showing, he's right here in the corner, he was actually showing what was going on as far as his frustration with how people are coming into this business or platform, educational platform, and not paying attention to simple things as watch this if you are a beginner, meaning the videos that are below when if you scroll down, there are videos and explanations of what are the necessary steps in order to go through Hidden Money Village. And he was just demonstrating his frustration in great length yesterday. Also, it was so good to see some of the things that are coming in the future. And this what really got me going because I saw this guy as a real visionary. He knows what's hot in the market. If you're familiar with NFTs, which are non-fungible tokens, they're actually things that are going to be in the virtual world. Yes, I did say virtual world. We are not fully aware of what is coming, but yet Seth is there to know exactly what is on the horizon. As I said, he's a developer that knows a lot, and he is developing a virtual world for IEG members and anybody who's going to come into HMV. And this is just a little video of what he's had in the background going and what he's building. So that was exciting. Now he also had teacher Andy right here, and this is Mama Terry, just hanging out and listening as usual. And we were basically discussing as I said, the frustration of people not following instructions and not observing how powerful this is. Seth was actually mentioning how there are many other programs that actually give you less of education and knowledge of how to build online businesses, online presence, digital worlds, emailing campaigns, and so forth. And we were also discussing here about the builder role, which is actually Teacher Andy was mentioning that is actually the textbook that we're going to be using in order to get these resources that are necessary to do anything and everything that you desire as far as building a business, building a classroom, building um, any um, any kind of any desires that you have. Basically, that was being shared here in this Zoom meeting. And of course, Terry, as I said, Mama Terry was there listening and documenting all that is going on. And I'm just like her, very, very attentively listening to these gentlemen because it's just amazing what is coming in the future. And if people just pay attention to them and pay attention to what we have, we would be very successful. The thing is, Teacher Andy was mentioning that people are also making it a little bit more complicated because we always come from complicated backgrounds and not knowing that something such as this could be so simple. And it's just a matter of time that we get to the people that, because it took me a while to understand what these guys are building. And I'm just gelling and enjoying what is being built. And now I know without a doubt that it's going to be huge. Okay, so then moving along, we were shown one of Seth's mentors, is Tai Lopez. He was also mentioning how this gentleman was his, as I said, mentor, and he was so transparent as to saying that there's certain things he disagreed with how he does stuff, and but nonetheless, he learned a lot from him. He's one who made Seth breakthrough and actually be the developer that he is and the businessman that he is today. So Seth had to just mention that about him, and it was very transparent. And I love that's what I love about Seth. Now we moved along to the courses that are being done in the HMV slash the IEG TV program. And what it is a background of all the creators. It could be content creators like teachers, anybody who's interested in doing videos, such as myself. We could go back here and be part of the courses that you could have here in the background in HMV, which is a great way that you can monetize your efforts. We also had some frustration that was expressed by Seth, and it's just a matter of a wake up call to let us know where we really need to focus our energies. He was sharing his thoughts about Web Talk. Um, I also have my thoughts about Web Talk, but we're not really dissing it because I believe that Web Talk is like the clubhouse that got us all together and met there because we have over 80 countries that IEG has brought in to Web Talk. And guess what? That's where Seth was able to locate the IEG members, and he has collaborated with some of the most powerful members in Web Talk through through IEG. So that was also a very compelling reality check on what is going on in Web Talk. If you want to see that, it's around 117 minutes into the video. I like to condense these videos because there's so much information being said. We even went a little bit in on somebody called Jack. I can't remember his last name. But one of the people in Web Talk we also met in Web Talk tends to be a little bit of a nuisance, and Seth was able to really give it to him as far as how silly he looks by just promoting other products and other items, especially that when Seth has told him many and numerous occasions that please, I don't need anything else. I'm building my own. But for some reason, Jack has no scruples. He'd like to just do what he wants to do and be a nuisance. And Jack was given his due by Seth saying that this particular program he's showing has no kind of merit, and basically put him on blast. So that was good to see because that's the kind of developer that Seth is. Then we moved along to this gentleman here. Seth was also mentioning how there's so much misinformation, misguided people online, and they tend to have these programs that have people thinking that they could get rich really quickly and just by signing up for their program. And this gentleman was actually one of the examples that Seth used as someone who was really, really in the hot seat, and that was an interesting eye-opener as well as far as his mismanagement of his company. We also had some people who were put on blast that Seth was able to go and retrieve in some videos of how people are getting into these Forex programs. And basically, it's just a matter of recruiting people, but they're denying it and claiming that it is a like a program for you to come in and sign up and get somebody else. And basically, these people do not know the first thing about actually trading, and it was kind of embarrassing actually. And Seth was able to say that, you know what, I don't want to get to the point of embarrassing other people in other programs. So he was just kind of showing what he could do if it came to somebody debating with him on different companies out there. We also had Chris Larson, who's one of the IEG core teachers. Came in, and I love the fact that he was able to be very transparent as well. Chris was sharing his opinion of how great it is to be able to be in HMV/IEG and creating the new platforms and the new venture of using these tools that were given to us. And he was also mentioning how he was disenchanted with some of the things that were going on in Web Talk. But that was just an idea of how we as people in that platform have noticed that we are going to migrate to a different way of building the dream of the IAG members and, of course, um, Hidden Money Valley, or Village, sorry, Hidden Money Village from Seth. Okay, so that was awesome from Chris. Thank you, Chris. I really appreciated that. I enjoyed it very much. So here was Seth. This was nice because the day after this was shared with us, he actually did a nice heartfelt thank you to all the people that he came across so far in his this building this program that these people, teacher Chris, teacher Andy, teacher all the teachers basically in IG, what they're doing and what they're building here, teacher Tim, and he was just so gracious and thanking everyone. And guess what? By him showing that gratitude, I could just see that this young man is going to just do very, very well in what he's building.